everybody can see. If you can, go ahead and comment. Instagram, I have to flip back and forth to be able to see your comments. So bear with me on this. This is new technology for me. So TikTok, you're the same. You're the same as usual. So we're hoping this is going to work out for everybody because YouTube was crashing on me. Thank you. YouTube was crashing on me constantly. So now we're streaming through a platform and it allows me to stream YouTube and Instagram, and hopefully it'll allow me to stream TikTok soon. The only problem is it doesn't show Instagram comments, it only shows YouTube comments. So I will flip back and forth Instagram, but bear with me if I don't see your comment right away, okay? So, all right. You can see me perfectly? Yes. Something worked out. Your reading with me was spot on? Oh, good. Good, good, good. I'm so glad you loved it. I'm so glad. You guys, these numerology readings, I was doing numerology readings years ago and I took a break just because they take so long to do. When you're actually doing it properly, they take a long time to do. And so I've created a new system for myself, and it makes it easier for me to interpret your report and get it out to you a lot sooner. And what's been really incredible is people are giving such amazing feedback, and people are saying that they cried, and because they felt a sense of release. People are looking at their relationships differently. The ones that are getting the full relationship blueprint, they're seeing how their partner gives and receives love and how they give and receive love, and it's just makes my heart so happy. Gina says it's so amazing. I bawled, not cried. Oh, I know, girl. And you're not the only one. You're not the only one that has told me that. So thank you. Thank you all for the birthday wishes. I appreciate it very much. Okay, so for those of you who have not gotten your full spiritual blueprint on YouTube, you can see it here at the top. TikTok, you can't see it at all because I don't know how to do that. If you have not gotten your full spiritual blueprint, you can get it 11% off today, but only for the first 45 people. Okay, I have not announced this anywhere else. This is the first time I've told anybody. So you're going to use the coupon code birthday45, all one word, all caps, birthday45, and you can get 11% off your full spiritual blueprint reading. Okay, it does take me I would say 48 hours to 72 hours to get it to you, but you will have it. TikTok is linked in the bio, YouTube linked down in the description, okay? Thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate all the birthday love. See, this is why I wanted to, normally people wouldn't want to work on their birthday, but I'm like, you know what? I love being here with y'all, so I wanted to be live on my birthday. It's fun, right? So, okay, let's get started. Welcome to your daily Taroscope. This is where we get together every Monday at 1:30 p.m. Central Standard Time to uncover what's ahead for us in the week ahead, okay? The reason why we do this is because we are here to achieve our goals. We are here to grow and to step into our power. And the way that we can do that is by understanding the energy of what's coming up for us and how to use it, even the not so good stuff, right? For example, today we have the sun in reverse. That's what we pulled last week. And I told y'all, yes, it's in reverse for today, symbolizing the energy of the day. However, it doesn't have to stay that way for you. You can choose your own joy. You can choose to be happy even if things aren't going your way. Okay, that is up to you. That is how you are choosing to let your day play out for you. So if something happens, today is the opportunity for you to choose joy, for you to choose your own happiness, for maybe you to choose yourself. Okay. All right. So what we're going to do first is we are going to get our fairy blessing. This is the blessing for the overall week ahead. Then we're going to get the overarching tarot message, which is like, it's kind of like the energy that's hanging overhead, okay? Then you all are going to choose the tarot deck that I use. YouTube, we're going to try to see if I can get a poll up for y'all. Instagram, I'm not sure if it's going to show up on y'all's, but we'll see. So anyway, I was just checking the Instagram comments, because those of you just joining on Instagram, I can't see your comments until I switch the tab, so just bear with me if I don't answer right away. But anyway, we're going to try a poll with all of y'all and see if it shows up for you. If not, we'll figure it out later. Thank you so much. But yeah, so we're going to choose the tarot deck, do the reading, and then we will get into the oracle decks to find out even more messages and confirmations, okay? So stick around, get your favorite tea or water or whatever you like to drink in the afternoons. And this is a conversation. So if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to put them in. I love answering questions when it comes to tarot and numerology and spirituality, okay? This is not a webinar, all right? So let's get our blessing for the week ahead. Let's see, what is our blessing for the week ahead? Ah, I love this. Blessing of the ever young. I love this card because we've talked about this recently. It's number 22, my favorite number, right? So this is a blessing of, with it being ever young. What does that mean? It means connecting to your inner child. It means having more spark, more energy, more excitement in life. And when it's 22, 22 is the master builder. So this is telling you that you have the power to step into this energy. You have the power to embody this energy. You decide if you're going to feel young or old. I'm turning 45 today, and in person, camera, not so much. In person, people can't believe that I'm 45. They can't believe that I have a child that's 25 and one that's 18, right? Because I don't feel like it. 45 doesn't compute in my brain. Like, I don't feel like an adult. You know, I barely feel like, you know, like, who gave me these kids to raise? You know? So when we have this card, this is about you deciding how you feel and maybe having an extra spark of energy. Now, we do have the eclipse in Leo happening. So Leo is that spark. Leo is the one that wants to feel young. So does Sagittarius, but Leo does as well. And this is about creativity and fun and romance and children and all of that fun stuff. Okay? Thank you so much. So let's see what else we need to know as the overarching message. I can already tell this reading is going to be pretty crazy because I'm already sweating. When the energy is high, I start sweating. I know that's not attractive, but that's like my inner self like just starts heating up, and it's like radiating from the inside out. So bear with me if I start like fanning myself. And you know, 45, it comes with the territory. So, okay, we're going to cleanse off the book. We're going to connect to it through the energy centers of our palms. This is a divination book. Thank you. So divination books, we use it just like a tarot book, okay, or a tarot deck. We are going to open it up to the page that we feel drawn to, and that's going to be our tarot message. That's going to be the overarching message. If you want this book, it's called Mystic Muses for the Modern Goddess. This is a tarot divination book. It has every single tarot card in here, direct and reverse, and all of the readings are designed for you to step into your power, okay? So, TikTok is linked in my bio, YouTube, linked down in the description, Instagram in my bio, okay? You can find it on the Zon. All right. Thank you so much, everybody. Y'all are so sweet. Everybody popping in saying happy birthday. Thank you. Okay, so we're going to slow our energy and focus down to the book. Set our intentions on the book. We're going to ask, what is our overarching message for this coming week, Tuesday through next Monday? Here's our overarching message for the week, this Tuesday to next Monday. And you just intuitively turn to a page. All right, we got the Lovers reversed. Now, this can mean a couple of things. Let's read it first and then we'll talk more about it. It's not surprising because of the eclipse, right? So, it says, today you drew the Lovers reversed. Be aware of potential discord between you and another. This week holds a good chance for miscommunication because you and another are not on the same page. There's a disconnect between you two, and it can cause you to do things you may regret later. So be sure to practice the pause and check in with yourself before acting. Hey, the eclipse is happening on the 12th, right? On Wednesday. That shifts things unexpectedly. So there could be a miscommunication. There could be a revelation of something, and you want to make sure you're not just reacting, you are responding, okay? Next, it says, a decision may need to be made, and you want to ensure that you think through your higher self, not your physical desires. So not your ego. We're not reacting, okay? It would be ideal to hold off until the energy is more stable. Eclipse energy is not stable. But if you must decide, use your goddess power. You've got this, okay? So here's the thing. As long as you are staying in your power, as long as you are choosing what is for your highest good, you know, I always tell you, you can't go wrong, right? Even though you might be pissed off about something, or even though you might be sad about something or happy about something, and it's different for everybody, right? When you respond instead of react through your highest good, you cannot go wrong. Even if it's a difficult decision, even if it's an easy decision, you cannot go wrong, okay? I'm just checking. You saw that card before I opened the book? Nice. Okay, so I just wanted to make sure I wasn't missing anything. All right, so now we're going to try this out, YouTube. TikTok, I'm going to put it up in just a minute. So you're going to vote on the deck that I use, okay? Deck number 1. You guys, I haven't used this deck in a long time. I actually forgot that I had it. We have the Friends deck. Okay? Or deck number 2, the Pagan Tarot. Deck number 1 or deck number 2. So give me 1 second for y'all. I will put up the poll. Give me 1 second, TikTok. Let's see how it works. Okay, so for TikTok, all right, so TikTok, you vote up there. YouTube, you vote down there. So deck number 1 or deck number 2. Instagram, I don't know if you can see the poll. Y'all can let me know if you do in the comments. That would help me out, just so I know. This is new technology, and y'all know I'm really good with this technology or spiritual stuff, but technology, not my forte. So deck number 1 or deck number 2. Make sure you're voting right there, TikTok, and YouTube, you're voting right there, or Instagram, you're voting right there if it's showing up for you. Goodness gracious, it's so hot. Is it not showing up for Instagram? I don't know if it is or not. All right, we have a few more seconds. 8 more seconds. 1 or 2. Whichever one you feel drawn to. Okay, now we're going to stop this one. YouTube chose deck 1. Instagram chose deck 2. Well, we had more votes on TikTok, not Instagram. Sorry, you guys. I'm still trying to get used to all this. So deck 2 has it. Okay, let me move this out here, yeah. There we go. So for those of you joining on TikTok, I'm streaming. There we go. So for those of you joining on TikTok, I'm streaming through a streaming platform for YouTube and Instagram, and it's very new to me. So you're going to see me flub a little bit with what I'm doing over there, but I'll learn. We do this together. I'll go back to the comments. Okay. The view's not 100% sharp. Is that on Instagram or YouTube? It looked kind of blurry on Instagram on my end. Alright. Let's see. So like I told y'all, we're going to choose one card per day to find out the energy and the messages of each day ahead, Tuesday through next Monday. So let's see. The Nine of Swords. Okay, so the Nine of Swords, we had a lot of swords show up last week. Okay, so tomorrow can be a stressful day. There could be a lot on your mind. Now, with the eclipse coming up, it's not surprising. Okay, a lot of moving parts, a lot of moving energy. Chiron is retrograde. There's a lot of things being shown to us right now, and sometimes it's just a lot. Okay, so for tomorrow, if you're stressed, if you're having a hard time sleeping, if you've got a headache, do what is necessary to bring the stress down. If you're stressed about all the things that you need to do, well, make a list and start marking that off. Do the important things first, right? If there's an issue with a person, you know, because we do have the Lovers here in reverse, if there's an issue that you're dealing with another person and you're stressed out about it, well, guess what? Always ask yourself, what is the decision that is for my highest good? You already know the answer. You just need to give yourself permission to act on that, right? Okay. Let's look at Wednesday. Wednesday, we have the Novice of Wands. So this would be the Knight of Wands in reverse, okay? Now, we do have the eclipse happening on Wednesday. Again, we're not doing energy work. We're not doing anything because the energy is unpredictable and it can be scattered. The best that we can do, and we're going to do this with the tribe, y'all. The best that we can do is to just release and surrender and to just allow ourselves to be in the energy, to allow what needs to happen, okay? Because eclipses are here to try to help move things out or bring things in. It's not all about, oh my God, what am I going to lose? What's going to be taken from me? It could be something is brought in for you. It could be, depending on where it is in your chart, where Leo is in your chart, it could be bringing in more creativity, more fun, more romance. So be aware that just because you're surrendering and releasing doesn't mean you're losing. The universe does not like a void. So when you surrender something, you create a void and it brings in the thing that is meant for you. Okay? All right. Let's look at Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Thursday, we have the Six of Swords in reverse. Now, something from the past bubbles back up. Again, erratic energy. It's not just happening on the day of the eclipse. It happens on the days around the eclipse because it's building up and then it's coming down. Okay? So when the Six of Swords shows up in reverse, this can indicate that a subject from the past, this could be a person, it could be emotions, it could be a topic, something comes back and it tries to take you back to turbulent waters, okay? It tries to take you back to where things are just unsteady, where you're second guessing yourself, and the universe is like, are you going to let this pull you back in here? Or are you going to choose to go find your joy, right? Because we do have the blessing of the ever young. So this is telling you, are you going to stress over things? Are you going to worry about everything? Or are you going to reconnect to that inner part of your childhood where you're like, you know what? I want to have fun. I want to experience the world. I want to enjoy my life. I want to create something. Okay? And the eclipse is going to ask you, are you sure? Because if you're sure, then great. Boom, here you go. But if you're fighting it, then you suffer. Okay? Let's look at Friday. Friday, we have the 8 of Swords. Man, all these swords. Last week and this week. The 8 of Swords is your own self-imprisonment. This is you deciding that you're stuck. This is you being in your own mental prison going, well, I can't. I have to do this. I have to do that. And the universe is like, nah, you don't. If you would just open your eyes and look and say, hey, I'm free. I can do whatever I want. I can make the decisions that are for my highest good. Because remember, the Lovers wants you to decide what is best for you at this point in your life. It is not just about love. It is first about a choice, because you're growing into yourself. If you understand the Fool's journey, you understand that he's coming to this part in the journey where he has to decide as he's growing, you know, who do you want to give your energy to, or what do you want to do here? And then he goes to the Chariot, which is number 7. So here, the 8 of Swords, it could also indicate for Friday that you have a lot of obligations that you agreed to, and maybe you decided you don't want to. So let's look at it 2 different ways. Number 1, if you have a lot of obligations or things that you need to get done, get them done, and then go play. Okay? Now, if you agreed to something and you feel kind of stuck because you made that agreement and you're like, God, I really don't want to do this anymore. You know, introverts or ADHD people, we are so excited to make plans and say yes to things. And then when it comes, we're like, yeah, that energy is gone now. I really don't want to. You can say no. You can change your mind. You know why? Because you're an adult and you have free will. Okay? Let's look at Saturday. Saturday, we have the Ace of Wands. Okay, the energy is much better on Saturday. Thank goodness. Okay? This is excitement. This is fresh energy. This is new. This is more focused energy. Okay, so there's a new opportunity showing up on Saturday. It can be different for everybody. Okay, this could be a new connection. It could be through work. It could be through friends. It could be love. It could be anything here where this opportunity is about you. It's exciting. It's new. It's attractive. And it's going to give you room to grow. Okay, so I like that. I told you we have that eclipse energy and it's got to come down. So let's look at Sunday. Sunday, we have the 6 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, this is a day for you to rest, to take it all in. We're not giving things out that we can't afford to give. Okay, the energy can be a little bit imbalanced. If somebody's asking you for money, do not give out money that you can't afford to lose. Okay, if you need money, it's not a good day to ask for money. The energy's not right, okay? Hey, Jamie. Does that make sense? So when the 6 of Pentacles is in reverse, it's like, you know what? It's just a day for me to just hang back, okay? And it's also Sunday, the day for you to rest and recoup. It can also indicate that, remember how last time we got the 6 of Pentacles in reverse, I told you it felt like something where it shifts, where you're not the one who needs to ask for money anymore. Maybe you're the one who is abundant. Something has happened where you have this influx of income and you're like, wow, I don't have to do this. Maybe I'm abundant. Something has happened where you have this influx of income and you're like, wow, I don't have to do this. Maybe All right, y'all, so the internet went down in my neighborhood. Clearly I can't catch a break with YouTube not crashing one way or the other, but we're going to finish this reading right here, right now. I'm going to do a quick recap because I'm not sure exactly where it cut off. So we're going to go quickly over the cards. I know it missed a card or two, so we're going to do that, and then I will show you the oracle cards that I was pulling, and we'll go over everything, okay? So for Tuesday, we have the 9 of Swords. Like I was saying, potential stress, a lot going on the mind, a chaotic mind, having a hard time sleeping. Again, we do have the eclipse happening, so this is going to be normal. We have Chiron retrograde, so this is going to be normal. It's a lot, okay? The energy is ramping up and then it'll come back down. Wednesday, which is the day of the eclipse, we have the Novice of Wands in reverse. So again, scattered energy, not a good day to try to manifest. It is a new moon, but it's an eclipse. So we don't do that. All we do is we let ourselves just be in the eclipse energy. We surrender to what needs to be, okay? So if you're feeling scattered, if you're feeling all over the place, just go ground your energy, stand out in the grass and just breathe and come back to center, okay? Thursday, we have the Six of Swords in reverse. There could be an old topic, an old subject, an old person come back around trying to like pull you back into some toxicity, and you're like, I'm not letting that happen. It's in reverse, so the possibility for it to happen is there, but you're going to stand in your power and you're going to make the decision that is for your highest good. Because remember, we have the Lovers in reverse as the overarching message. This is about you needing to make a decision that is right for you instead of being impulsive. The more you make decisions that are right for you, for your highest good, the better off you're going to be, regardless of if it upsets somebody or not, okay? This is your life. You're the one that has to live with yourself. All right. Friday, we have the Eight of Swords. Now, look at this card. We see that there's two hands shaking right there. There's an added image here to this card, you know, other than the traditional Rider-Waite, right? It looks like this in the traditional Rider-Waite, but now we have these two hands right here. So there could be a situation where you agreed to something on Friday, and now you kind of feel stuck in that agreement, and the universe is going, you know what? Number one, don't make agreements that you're not ready to make, that you know are not for your highest good. Number two, it is okay for you to change your mind. Guess why? Because you're a grown-ass adult and you can do that, okay? So also, if there is something that you agreed to that you do need to get done, get it done. Get it done, then you can go play, right? Saturday, we have the Ace of Wands. So the energy is feeling much better. This is fresh, exciting, new energy happening on Saturday. So the eclipse is kind of mellowing out a bit. Now, this is new opportunity. This is a gift from the universe. This is where maybe you just wake up feeling really good. It could be that there is a new opportunity, a new person enters your life, a new career, some door opens here for you, and this is giving you an opportunity to grow. This is something very exciting and attractive, okay? Sunday, we have the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Now, what I was saying in the live before we got rudely interrupted is that this card in reverse typically tells you it's not a good day to ask for money. It's not a good day to loan out money because it's saying you're not going to get it back, or you're not going to get what you asked for, okay? But also, we're looking at this card here. This person is looking, you know, to get money from this person. They're asking them for a loan. But here, to me, sometimes it feels like the tables have turned to where you're like, you know what? I have all the money that I need. I can pay back my debts. Something has happened. Something has shifted and changed to where I can pay somebody easily. And I'm happy to do that because everything I spend comes back to me times 10. Speaking of 10, on Monday, we have the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. So watch your spending on Monday and on Sunday. No big spending, just be aware of what you're spending. There could be some expense that does come up, and if it's something that you need to do, then obviously do it, right? But here, I want you to take a look at this card as well. She is somebody that looks like she likes to buy a lot of things. Maybe she likes to shop. She collects a lot of stuff. And so the 10 of Pentacles can represent we're building things up. Well, here, she's like building up things. And that's very normal for us, especially now that we have things like TikTok Shop, Amazon, you know, DoorDash and all that other stuff. We can start to collect things because we're searching for that feeling. We're searching for that emotion or that fulfillment. But then when that dopamine hits and then goes away, we go to the next thing, which can cause us to build up all this stuff. So when this is in reverse, it can indicate that maybe you're deciding that, you know, I'd rather invest my money into something that's going to help my money to grow. I don't want to invest in things. I want to invest in experiences. I want to invest in my future. I want to invest in things that are going to help me to grow in one way or the other, okay? But it can also symbolize that there is an unexpected expense that may pop up. Now, what I did see that I guess nobody else did because everything froze is I wanted to look underneath the deck to see what's hiding underneath, because we know the overarching message is the Lovers in reverse. What's hiding underneath? Well, when I picked up the deck to look, this card that was on the bottom stayed down and this card wanted to be seen. But let's look at this one first, because this one is the initiate of Pentacles. What it means in this deck is telling you that if you are choosing to focus on your finances, if you are choosing to focus on your physical world and to really initiate yourself or allow yourself to be initiated into this new energy, into this new frequency, this new timeline, however you choose to see it, that's the way to go. Okay? Because we have all this stress showing up here, all this stuff going on in the mind, and guess what? Money is one of our biggest stressors, right? The things that we surround ourselves with is one of the biggest stressors. But I feel like what this is telling us is if we really focus this week, if we mark off our to-do list, if we finish up projects, if we do the things that we know need to be done to get ourselves ahead financially, physically, like health-wise and whatnot, then we will be in a good position, because right behind it was the Five of Pentacles in reverse. This is indicating finances get better. There's something here that you've been asking for or wanting or trying to manifest, and it gets better. It finally shows up. But you have to make the hard decisions. You have to be the one that maybe says no to going out and, escapism, like, going out drinking and partying, or just doing things that are distracting you from what you know needs to be done here. Because guess what? I also pulled an oracle card and we got strategy. See, this is about you really picking and choosing what is right for you, what is best for you, what is the strategy you're going to use to help yourself get ahead. And even underneath all that was the Eight of Pentacles, entrepreneur card, right? We're doing things every day to get yourself into, to a place to where you're feeling financially abundant and stable. So let's get a couple more cards. I'm not going to have this one go too long just because it was crazy. Let's go ahead and grab the money deck. Let's see what we need to know. What is our message this week for money? Whoa. Okay. Well, this one kind of flipped over in my hand. We got promoter. It says, number one, if there's a new idea or project manifesting, know it has great potential for success. I literally was just telling you, projects. If there's any projects that you need to get done, get them done. Number two, or if you have a new idea, start working on it, okay? There might be some things where you need to say, you know what? I need to stay home and work on this. I need to start strategizing on this. And then I can get it out of my brain onto paper, and then I can take some steps and then go have fun. Number two, careers in the nightlife industry, events, or restaurant industry could be right for you. And number three, use the law of attraction for money. Be the energy you want to attract, okay? If you're constantly stressing over money, if you're constantly stressing over things, and in that lack mindset, well, then guess what? That's what you're going to attract, because that's what you're being. If you're being the person who knows that abundance follows you everywhere, that shows, that money finds me all the time, and you make a game out of it, then that's what you're going to experience, okay? We have to shift this. We have to change the way that we think about things, the way that we view energy, the way that we view money, and all the things above. All right, let's see what else. We have main female. I like that, because the feminine energy is very intuitive, right? The feminine energy is in balance. The feminine energy is ready to receive, whether it be intuitive knowledge, whether it be somebody else's gifts, whether it be money, whatever it is, she's ready, right? She's the main female. She is the one who is curating her life. She is the one who knows intuitively and instinctively what she needs to do in order to be this main female. She needs to focus on herself, regardless of if you're a man or a woman, doesn't matter. This is talking about energy, okay? This is about you knowing that you're the main person in your life. You're the one who has to live with yourself. You're the one who is responsible for your growth and your lack, okay? So main female is about being in a place of balance and really treating yourself in ways that, not just going out and buying something, not just taking a bath, but treating yourself by getting these things done and lowering stress in your life, okay? And think about that in this eclipse. The eclipse is wanting us to shed things, right? It's in Leo. It wants us to have fun. It wants us to be in this creative energy. And sometimes we can't be in that creative energy because we're too stressed out. But sometimes we're also so creative that it stresses us out. This is why we need to have a strategy. It's why we need to organize and mark things off our list. And I know 100% I'm going to be doing this. For sure. For sure. Let's get our spirit animal. What is our spirit animal for this week ahead? And we have the blessing of ever young. So this is telling you you're going to have the energy to do this. And it's number 22. So this is telling you that you're building something this week. That's the master builder. It's a master number. What are you building? What are you doing? I love it. What's our spirit animal for this week? We have the moose, wisdom. This says, let your head and mind reach to the stars, yet keep your feet grounded on the earth. Listen to the ancient wisdom in your soul. The ancestors speak through you. You know much. So like I said, very intuitive, knowing exactly what you need to do, where you need to go, what needs to happen. Listen to it, okay? If it's telling you, hey, you really should be getting this done, you really should be focusing here, or you shouldn't go to this thing, then follow that. Don't go. Do the thing that you need to get done. Your future self will thank you. It'll be so happy that you did it. Let's see. Oh, there goes that. All right. What else do we need to know? Yeah, last week and this week we had a lot of swords showing up. And it doesn't surprise me because of Chiron going retrograde and the eclipse happening. It's a lot. And it has us rethinking a lot of things. It has us reassessing things. And Chiron, you know, it's asking you, what do you feel about you? You know, why are you doing this? Is it for yourself, or is it because you feel obligated so people will like you and see you as worthy? Like, what is it? Let's see what else. Standing Stones Passage. And I love this because this is like the initiate. Okay? There is a passageway. This is the eclipse portal. This is the eclipse season. And so there's an opportunity to, gives me goosebumps, to really step into this new energy, to really do something remarkable for yourself. And it's number 40. Well, 4 is part of the master builder number. 40 is where things, look at that, with maple spirit generosity. I love this card. It's so pretty. I love maple trees when they turn colors. But you know, 40 is a turning point in your life. Let's grab one of these, and then we'll get into the spicy decks. What else do we need to know for this week? Ooh, we have the child. I love this because earlier I was talking about connecting with the inner child, right? Through the ever young energy. And there could also be something that you're dealing with your child. But all in all, when we're connecting with the inner child, what are we doing? We're showing it that we've got things handled now, that we can do this, that we're going to make it proud, that we're going to take care of it, okay? So I like that. It's number 7. And I feel like this energy is always speaking to you because 7 is a very spiritually analytical number. It is communicating through the intuition, through that knowing. And think about children. Children are very intuitive. And children will move towards the things that they want and away from the things that they don't. Well, why can't you do that? Right? So, okay, let's get the spicy decks now. Or feisty decks, not spicy. Somebody had told me that, you know, when I say spicy decks, it makes them think of something else. And I was like, you know what? You're right. So I will say feisty decks. All right, what is our message for this week? You know what? We gotta do this one first. Duh. We gotta save the other one for last because that's my favorite. All right. What is our message for this week? Says, wax the hell off the task. Wax the hell off the task at hand. See, I told you. It says, wax on, wax off. I told you. It's telling you there's some things that need to be done this week. You might not even know what I'm talking about right now, but it'll come up. But if you do know what I'm talking about, start making that list and start getting things done, okay? If it comes up later, then now you know what to do. My cards know. I love it. All right, what else? What is our message for this week? Oh, stop talking. Shut your mouth and listen. I like this because we do talk too much. We don't listen enough. And I feel like this is telling us to listen to what we already know to be true, to listen to what other people are actually telling us. If somebody else needs your ear, then you just be quiet and let them vent. But I feel like more than anything, this is telling you to be quiet and listen, because you have all the answers within you. You know everything that you need to know. And whether or not you believe it, that's up to you, right? Whether or not you act on it, that's up to you. But the answers are always within you. And I had somebody talking about that last week, right? Where they were too scared to make the decision. So they were saying that they were confused. And I said, you're not confused, you're just scared. And that's okay. But we got to acknowledge where we are and why we're stagnant. So we can acknowledge that we have the answer. We know what the move needs to be. Just we have to decide, are we going to actually do that? Okay? So again, I apologize for the crash again, but this was a whole outage. There's nothing I can do about that. But anyway, make sure that you are using the birthday 45 coupon code for the full spiritual blueprint if you want 11% off. It's only for the first 45 people. I will put that down in the description for you, but everything else is linked if you need. If you have any questions, feel free to DM me. I'm happy to point you in the right direction. But thank you so much for being patient, and I hope you have a wonderful week. I will see you next week.